if you've ever caught yourself thinking your people just aren't motivated, stick with me for the next few minutes because I don't think that's actually the problem. This is for everyone that's running a program right now. I'm going to share with you 5 things that you can put in place starting the moment that somebody signs up. That's what today is about. Everyone says set your people up for success, but nobody actually tells you what that actually looks like. So let's get into it. So the first one is your onboarding. And I don't just mean the logistic, the welcome email, the login details, all of that. I mean the psychological side too. Making people feel like they made the right choice, like they are in the right place. The mistake that I see all the time is turning your onboarding into homework. Like you are excited and I get it. You want to show people everything you've built, everything that's available, the whole library, and it feels generous. But to someone brand new, it looks like a wall and a lot of work. So there is a second mistake too, and it's a bit sneakier. If you don't help people get the most out of your program, some people will get really excited the first week. They'll drop everything else they were doing because that sounds like the solution, the win. And then life is going to catch up with them. And now they are behind on all these things and they need to pause and you lose the momentum. So onboarding also means being upfront about what is realistic for them, for their situation. Help people see how this fits into their routine that they already have daily, weekly, depending on what you teach. So learning something and actually doing it becomes part of that routine, not a separate block of time they have to protect from everything else that's going on. So that's what makes momentum feel doable instead of one more thing that they'll eventually fall behind. For some, it will be every day, and for others, it will be just once a week. And that's okay if that's what works for them. So once that is in place, the next thing is to figure out where people actually are. If your program isn't super niched, and most aren't, people are joining from different starting points. Nobody's at the same spot going from where they are to where they want to be. So build a tool for this, something simple like a short audit that people can run on themselves that shows you and shows them what they've already tried, where they're actually stuck, depending on what your program covers, of course. So that's what lets you point someone somewhere relevant for them instead of routing everyone through the same starting point no matter where they actually are. Here is the third thing. Give people a way to get unstuck and call it a tool, not help. This matters more than you think because some people will never ask for help. It feels like admitting that they can't do this on their own, but almost everybody is going to be fine using a tool that's just there at their disposal, built into the program for everyone. It's not a sign that anything's wrong with them. I watched a coach in this space build exactly that into his program, real support framed as a resource, not a rescue, and in a matter of a year, his students have asked over 90,000 questions, not because they suddenly needed more, because the tool was finally there the moment that they need it as part of the implementation process. Number 4, track who is stalled, not just who is active. And know what you're actually tracking. Like, did they finish the onboarding? That's the one. But past that, figure out your implementation markers. Those are like the specific things that tell you somebody actually did the work, not just watch the video or logged in. Watching and logging in, that's engagement. It's not the same as getting results. And if all you're watching is who shows up, who checks the checkboxes, you're going to miss the people that are technically active and still not moving forward. And last, make progress visible. Theirs and everyone else's. People need to see their own wins, sure, but they also need to see the other people's that are getting results, because watching someone that is ahead of them succeed is proof that this actually works, which means that it can work for them too. It shows them what's possible, and it's also where most of your testimonials end up coming from anyway. So that's it. An onboarding that really makes people feel like they made the right choice and fits into a life that they already have. A way to know where someone's actually starting from. Tools instead of help, so nobody has to feel like they are failing just to ask for help. Tracking what someone's actually doing, not just whether they show up. And then letting people see progress, theirs and everyone else's. None of this is about being more available. It's really about building the few things that let your people keep going without needing you to be there to make it happen. If you want a hand figuring out where your own program is losing this momentum, there's a link below. I'd love to help.